And but my grandfather was the son of a very poor shoemaker, who was very religious, even in already in the beginning of the communist times, and kind of from that what we know, what he like said few words, had a very bad like family relationship. Have very early, when he was 13 or 14, left home to to use all the benefits of the Soviet systems for the Jews, that he can study in a high school and then go to the university to Odessa. And I think he had a very big resentment to that kind of traditional shtetl life, and all his longings were to go outside, to become Russian, to he was all the time consciously Jewish, but his kind of all his social advance, all his ambitions were in the Russian world. So my mother was raised totally in Russian literature, in admiration of Chekhov, of Tolstoy, of everything what was high Russian, and nothing like really at home. There was, I think, even conscious repression of everything what was kind of traditionally Jewish, and also it was connected to the Yiddish culture. And I think it was also affected by this, that my grandfather, who was a mathematician, started studying mathematics before the war. And when the 1941, when the Germans attacked Soviet Union, and he was drafted to the army, and there was lack of artillery officers, and he was a mathematician, so he was perfect for artillery, anti-aircraft artillery. He was trained and became officer and advanced very fast during the Second World War. He was in Stalingrad. He was among the forces that conquered Budapest, Vienna, and being very good mathematician, in 1945 he was straight away transferred to the highest kind of Russian military academy in Moscow, where he did doctorate from mathematics, and it was kind of applied mathematics used in the projects of creation of first Soviet rockets. And it was very nice until, I think, 1948 or 49, I don't know exactly, when, as many Jews of the time, he was accused of cosmopolitanism, on the basis that we had some family in Mexico who tried to find Russian family and send some packages through UNRWA, and as a cosmopolite he was in prison, almost got killed. Eventually he was released, but 1 month before doctorate, so all his academic career at the end of his life had ended. And in order to be able to sustain his family, because my aunt was already, she was born and she was very small, he was, kind of administrative person in a Soviet army, living in Lithuania, in Abkhazia, in Georgia, in all these awkward places. And this is what we know, because I already saw it in the childhood. He was full of fear all the time, kind of being, and of feeling of personal kind of personal harm that was done to him, and he, I think he was very afraid of manifesting publicly things Jewish, and I think it very much affected how my mother was raised.